Hi,
This meeting is being
I'm George.
recorded.
I built a feature into XMTP that lets you filter away messages from people that you are not connected with on CyberConnect. Let's get started with the demo. Normally, when someone sends you a message, it'll pop up right away in your inbox. So let's see an example of that. Let's grab this address here, and let's send a message to that dark mode instance from this light mode instance. Hi, testing. Right? And then, okay, so we saw that right away. 0x14b9 sent the message and we received the message. However, with that filter by inbox tool, we will not see anyone's messages that we are not connected with. Let's verify that this address is not connected with 0x14b9. Let's copy this address here, copy wallet address. Let's paste it into this code sandbox, which is provided by CyberConnect. Let's refresh. This account is not following any address. So no people will show up in their filtered inbox. Even let's try sending a new message from another account. Just create another account now, create account. Sure, now I'll call it sender. Okay, sender. Okay, this is a new account, so it should be empty. The message history should be empty. All right, there it is. Now let's send another message to receiver. And we're currently on the filtered messages mode, filtered inbox mode. I'm a spammer. And we'll see that new messages from new people, as well as your past message history for people that you're not connected with, will not show up in filtered mode. However, it will show up in your unfiltered mode right there. So that is the core feature of the bounty. I also built in a way to follow people, connect with people on CyberConnect. So let's do that right here. Let's connect with this person. And again, let's verify that currently 0xAB50 right here is not following anyone, which means no one should show up in their filtered inbox. Okay, so they're not following anyone. Now let's follow this person. Follow address. Okay, signature request. Sign. Great, we're following that address. Let's verify that we are in fact following them. Let's refresh this code sandbox that again is provided by CyberConnect. Okay, now we're following this address. So now this address and their message history should show up in our filtered inbox. Let's do a quick refresh here. Okay, here's the unfiltered inbox. And here's the filtered inbox. Great. We connected with 0x14b9, which we can again verify here. And now they are showing up in our filtered inbox. Thank you for listening to this demo. More technical details will be in that README. And for now, goodbye.